Hey guys, welcome. How's it going? Hope everybody had a great weekend, especially those of us in the United States had an extra day for Memorial Day. Hope all of that went well. Unfortunately for me, I got sick. I got sick Sunday morning. Woke up with cold, creeping crud, whatever you want to call it. Been dealing with that ever since. Think it's on its way out the door though. I feel at least good enough to give this a shot. So we're gonna more Witcher 3 tonight. The plan, we're on the books for 3 hours. The plan is to get started with the Bloody Baron stuff tonight. But before we do that, we've got a couple of things to take care of first. A couple of contracts. One of the contracts I completed without ever getting it. I was out exploring offline over the weekend, and I forget which creature it is. It's over behind Crow's Perch. I think that's what it is, where the Baron is. There's a cave back there. I was looking for one of the pieces of Witcher gear, and it was in there, and I followed it and killed it, and they said, oh, hey, you completed a contract, and now you can go turn it in. So we got to do that. And what we're going to do first is we had tried to do Jenny of the Woods. Let me get it fired up here. Started to do Jenny of the Woods on the stream
searching for the witch
Sunday.
Ciri quarreled with,
We were
Geralt ran into
underleveled
an
and she
friend,
wiped the floor with
Kira
us.
Metz. Sorcerers told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Break that back over the microphone. Okay, so yeah, so we got everything for this contract done except for the actual fight against Jenny. So we've got a couple things we need to do first. We need to enhance our stuff. Do that.
Ain't no sense getting worked up or nothing.
Armor. Weapons. Get back over there. But oils and potions. Need to make sure we've got. So I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Earden? Is it Yerden? Is it Yarden? I don't know what the proper pronunciation is of that sign, so if anybody knows. Okay, so now before we start this, we're going to do a couple of things. Okay, so we've got that. Let's see, do we we want to do that. Swallow. Let's try it without that, but we definitely want to do the oil on the sword. Do that for sure. So we'll grab a save in case we get wiped again. We'll be right here at the start. Here she comes! 8675309. Oh, she is so lovely. What's up, girl? Oh shit. Yeah, gotta get out of the way. some point, she should spawn her babies. There they are. Gotta get those quickly because that's how she regenerates. Her health. Really? Yeah, no. Alright, she's dead. Shit. Night Wraith hair. Mutagen. Forgotten Grand Sword. Nice. What's the relic? Alright, let's see. Go ahead and take real quick. Get our health back. Yeah, I think when we tried to do that the first time, I think I was like level 4. Needless to say, we got our ass handed to us.
Said a hag to a hag.
Sir,
Now here's
why
the
we're up to our noses in frights and horrors, imps, samovillas, mamoons, flying drakes, pikes, oh, and bats.
Oh, it's inside, I guess.
Because they didn't respect the ladies.
What do? Ask a bear to dance?
Ever eaten tree bark? Me, I've got splinters coming up. So you're...
Greetings.
What do ye want?
The witch is dead.
Jenny of the Woods is gone. Got rid of her.
She'll not be back.
Nope.
No. I know how to dispatch night wraiths for good.
I'm a professional.
Of course. Your reward, as agreed. Many thanks to ye, Master Witcher.
Farewell.
Not at all.
Oh. Wait for that indicator to disappear.
I'll never forget what you did, right?
260, nice.
Leave me be.
Okay, I guess it's not gonna. Can I steal everything
Tisn't
from you
easy.
before I go?
Not at all.
Okay. Oh,
Hold on.
Said a
excuse me.
hag to a hag. Now here's
Okay, let's see here. All right, now
chivalry.
let's see. We've got to turn in this other one as well. I also did this one offline. Swamp Thing, which turned out to be a foglet. I agreed upon the price with the contract guy, and when we were done, he was trying to shaft me. I guess he didn't have enough money to pay what we agreed to, and I was given the option in the game to. I don't remember what the other option was. I guess threaten him for the full amount or let him slide. And he said he'd pay double if we gave him a week. So that's where that one sits. Alright, but the other one we need to do is we need to turn that one in. That one's been done. So we just gotta head over. Don't walk that far. We just gotta head back over to Rose Perch, which we haven't been in yet.
My nan went to see the witch again. She's enchanting them. I tell ye, sucking the life from their bodies. Suits me husband like.
Yeah, and as you can see, I've been kind of busy. I think when we ended the stream on Sunday? Yesterday, I don't remember. Maybe it was Sunday. The last stream, we pretty much only had been into this area in here for the most part, but over the weekend, spent a lot of time wandering around, picking up random things. So we've got a lot more of the map uncovered and lots more question marks than we had, so yeah. Let's go see the Baron. Not gonna do that just yet. Let's go do the board first to see what the board is.
Work my man's got, eh? Not after that. Brought home a bucket of peelings yesterday. The feast we had. He's not scared.
I don't want anything to trigger just yet. I did want to look around. Maybe it's inside.
Baron finds out someone's stealing food for the pigs.
Ever eaten tree bark? Me, I got splinters coming out my arse from it.
Say what you will, but his lass was different. She brought nourishment any time one of us fell ill. Always helpful.
Kovir and Povis. Holy crap. No. Not with the sore, scratchy throat. I won't read that.
Not looking good, I tell you.
All he knows the elves doing. Heather said the blood side of Ciri from the elven blade.
I used to do that when I was a kid, except I did it with a baseball in the back of the house.
Somebody nicked me dolly.
I think we've already had a What Shall Become of Temeria. Oh, sorry. If they didn't want me to take it, they shouldn't put a prompt on me to take it.
You white one, look like you got soused last
Mother
night
and daughter missing posters again.
Sir, we were up to our noses in frights and horrors, imps, Samovillas, mamoons, flying drakes, pikes, oh, and bats.
Can't see him just yet. Huh. Chet has a name. He's got to be important.
There are a lot of them beasties you've, you know.
Do. Hello. Misbehave! Oh. Thank you for those. Thank you. Welcome everybody from the Hive. I wasn't ready to talk.
Ever eaten tree bark? Me, I got splinters coming out my arse from it.
But don't eat it anymore.
Let's move it.
I can't seem to catch my breath. I think a smudger might have been choking me last night.
Smudger? Jokes you mean?
God's bless
What's
you.
choking you?
Blessing me for stealing your stuff? Last wish. God, they got some long-ass books in here. There's Louise. Yeah. Feeling better. I mean, most of the stuff that has been bothering me is gone. The headache, not quite yet.
I'm well traveled, so tell me. Should I beat me wench once a week?
Just keep trying to pound the meds.
PP. Oh!
Oh!
What's that about?
Yeah, we'll give work. Give work a try tomorrow. Can't believe nobody ever says anything about you taking their stuff. Nobody. Except maybe a Nilfgaardian soldier might, but horses.
This'll.
One time it was in White Orchard. There were those crates or whatever over by the one merchant by the water. And I didn't notice that the guy was standing next to them was a soldier before I took it. And let's just say there was running involved. So I had to run away.
Witcher.
That's me. Witcher. Loot. That's right. So I went back yesterday afternoon actually and loaded up the game on my Xbox One, and the point that I am in the game is, I guess, and I don't remember any of this, right? This was like, I looked at the dates on the files. It was like 3 years ago, 2016. There's a point where I guess you have to gather everybody up at Kaer Morhen before you go look for Ciri at the Isle of Mists. And once you do that, there's a objective to go to Skellige. That was the last thing I did. So that's how far I was. But I don't remember much. I remember some of it, but not much of it. Level 26, I think I am. These will stay lit. Like when we come back later and we do that, Lubberkin, do the Lubberkin stuff, if those will still be, this will still be lit. Yeah, it's right back in here, right? That part I do remember.
Who's there?
Witcher.
Baron home?
Depends who's asking.
A witcher. Want to talk to him.
Yeah. And I want to plough the lovely Queen Ciri.
Seen this man before. In at the crossroads. You was there not so long ago. Thought you were supposed to go your separate way, nice and all.
Got lost. Sorry, bye.
It led me here. Gotta talk to the Baron.
Oh, aye? What about?
Something important. His ears only.
Fine. Lodrin, let him in. If he makes any trouble, well, we outnumber him.
Open the gate. Sergeants! Ardle! Witcher, to see the Baron. Don't want no disturbances. That clear?
What do you think?
Ever eaten me? I got
Okay,
splinters
now we come
coming
here
out
to
my
the board
arse
and
for.
turn
God
in.
called you a sergeant. You a Temerian soldier?
Not your concern, mate.
Deserter.
Temerian army don't exist no more.
So what are you all doing here?
Had a choice after the Black Ones thrashed us. Let it lie and try to lead normal lives, or continue to resist, join the guerrillas and fight for our beloved Temeria till death do us part. We chose the former.
And the Baron your commander?
Yeah. Commander.
Okay, this should be the Shrieker. That's what the one we've already done. Okay, let's see. We'll read these first. Prime mushroom hunting grounds. There will be a copse in deep wood where man never fails to find mushrooms aplenty. With proper recompense, I can show the way. You see your young'uns cry of hunger again. Ointment for diverse ailments. Ointment for carbuncles, boils, and gout have I to exchange for salted meat or such. Be warned, 'tis awful rank and noisome to wear, but I swear it works wonders. And the yell. Thatch repair. I've the knack and kit for fixing roofs. Any man neglecting to care for his own hut's a fool. A couple such sots and mid-cops refused my services, their huts burned to ash. Must have been fate sending fire to say it ain't wise to skimp on such things. So think it over, kind folk. Oh, our bitch birthed the litter. New batch of pups. 5 of them in all. Small and spindly, but enough to make a stew. Oh, man. We'll send them for a few crowns each, or exchange for other food. Marta. Witcher wanted. Witcher wanted to root out and exterminate the monsters rampaging around these parts. During the time it takes to complete the contract, said Witcher will have enough. Will have to write to room and board in the Elderman's hut. Cost deducted time to pay. This is from the Elderman of Lindenvale. We've already been to Lindenvale. Contract Shrieker, we already did that. Quest updated. No quest completed. It should be. Collect your reward from the issuer. Is he here, I hope? He is. Okay, let's go do that first. If...
Oi, where the fuck are you going?
We can. Alright, we'll have to do it later.
Oi, lads, fancy an outing to find that sheep?
Master Armorer.
Bring the smiths, lass. Get tooth one.
Bam. Break out into that dubstep.
You, white one.
think your two swords could take on 40?
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Your mate split the loot between them long ago. At least that's what
Say
I've
loot?
done. And you, shut it now. Save your
Oi,
strength.
where the fuck are you
Die
going?
with some dignity.
Yeah, please, I'm begging.
Is he picking his teeth with his knife? Gotta admit though, the Pam dubstep is actually pretty well done. Now whether it was something that needed to be done, maybe not. The production value was pretty good.
Emphysema. Now those were balls.
Balls.
Attended a few, me and my Annie. Oh, how we danced, how we twirled. Ha ha ha!
Oh!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Enough. I don't care how you do it, but the deliveries must be weekly.
Won't you stay for tea?
No. Besides, you've another guest.
Look at that. Didn't even stay for tea. In spite of all that blabbering about how cultured the nation is.
Rumors rarely find confirmation in reality, especially the ones about foreigners.
Right you are.
I
know who you are. Believe I also know why you've come. We'll talk inside.
Baron's a big boy.
Make yourself at home. Now, where'd I put the bloody vodka? Ah, there it is. A snifter.
Empty.
Why not?
Ha! A man after my own heart. With Foltest dead and Natalis' whereabouts unknown. Bloody hell. Who's a loyal Temerian to drink to these days?
Himself and his company?
Good enough. To the matter at hand. I'm Philip Strenger. Now the blobtits round here call me the Bloody Baron.
Geralt of Rivia. Blobtits call me the Butcher of Blaviken.
I said already, I know who you are. Truth be told, it's the only reason we're talking. How do you like it here in Velen?
I don't. Swamps, bogs, marshes everywhere.
Exactly. Someone loses their way around here, he becomes damn hard to find.
What are you getting at?
Many have lost loved ones here. Some their wives, others their daughters.
Get to the point already.
Ciri, that's why you've come, isn't it?
So she was here.
She showed up some time ago. Exhausted, wounded, and stinking like a soaked hound after a hard hunt. Later, I learned she'd come from the swamp.
Is this the first time we get to play as her?
Said some beasts from the woods attacked her before she could reach the
Ciri.
village.
When you play as Ciri, you cannot access the inventory or use signs. Yeah.
That was close. I must leave this place.
Doesn't have. Didn't do me any good to pick all these things up.
She needs help. You can come down.
Hello there. Are you lost?
A little, I guess. Are you?
A you?
Yes. Though also just a little.
Does that mean you know which way to go?
Not quite. Not yet. But I'm sure we'll find the way if we set off together.
What happened to you?
This? It's nothing.
Can she do anything with the plants and stuff that she picks up? Or do I just even just leave them behind, not worry about them at all?
How did you wind up here?
My father brought me. Told me to follow the trail of treats and eat my fill.
Trail of
He said he would wait. So I started down the trail, but then I saw a butterfly, and I ran to catch it, and I lost my way.
Your father?
Love
Why
those
did he have you
eyes,
follow
man,
the
the
trail
two
of
colors.
treats? Do you know?
Because we had naught to break our fast with.
I don't understand.
I was naughty. Broke a jug. Spilled all our milk.
Your parents must have been angry.
Mother said I should be spanked, but Father said wouldn't do no good. Too many mouths to feed anyway. Sending me down the trail of treats, that would solve things.
You and your father, when did you leave home?
This morning.
And did the sun warm your face or your back?
It warmed my back.
So we must go east. Come, I'll walk you home. And explain to your parents that they must not lose their children in the woods.
We can't go home because of the Wolf King and his pack.
The Wolf King?
No kings among wolves.
These have one.
And you've seen him?
Yes. I mean, no. From behind a tree. He was huge, with giant eyes and great fangs, and he was terribly, disgustingly horrific.
See what I've got on my back? Wolves fear it. Kings do too. Come, I'll help you up.
Wolves! Quick! Hide!
can come out now.
My, you're brave. My father can even do that.
Mine could do a lot more. Come.
Mine could do a lot more. Retka. It says press A as if I can talk to her, but...
Look! There's something there.
Uh-oh.
Wait here. Don't come any closer.
But...
No buts. Stay here. I must see something. Let's see. His liver's gone.
Why are you digging through his belly?
Would you mind making certain your laces are tied? His chest is crushed. Ribs probably pierced his lungs. Something picked him up and threw him against the tree. Bloodshot, but still moist. He died recently. Lips parted and bloated. Bit clear through his tongue. Immense pain before death.
What legs?
Something tore his leg off. No, gnawed it off.
Ew, that's horrible.
Stay there, and look away. What's this? Marrow's missing. Interesting. The Wolf King's no fantasy, it seems. Except he's a werewolf.
What happened to him?
He had a fall.
I bet. The Wolf King got him.
When did children get so smart?
What'll we do when the Wolf King finds us?
Good question. I've no silver, but I can make a blade oil.
Oil? You mean like we make from rapeseed?
No, a far more special oil. Of dog tallow, wolf's bane, fool's parsley, and wolf's liver. The Wolf King will feel terrible, terrible pain.
You're smart.
Open up
How
that
do you
bottle
know
of whoop
these
ass.
things? Did your father teach you?
Not my father. My uncle. Uncle Vesemir.
That? Wolves.
Hide! Quickly! They're gone! You can come out!
You cut 'em up there?
Do parents often send their children out to follow the sweets?
Sometimes they send their children. Sometimes they go themselves.
Do they return?
No. Why would they? They've plenty to eat where the path ends.
Path ends? Oh, I saw another red enemy indicator.
All right. I have everything. Now,
Hey,
for a spot
zombie
where I
killer,
can
what's
build
going
a
on?
Fire, brew
Welcome.
the oil in peace.
How was your Tuesday? How was your weekend?
What you doing?
Greasing my blade. There. We'll see just how effective Uncle Vesemir's formulae are.
Formulae. Yeah, see, there was another one.
Belly's all in blood. Clawed open. No wolves did this.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep, you live up that way. I forgot about that. Nice. Awesome. Every Tuesday. Well, I have a headache right now, but that's only because I've been sick since Sunday. Monday morning, I woke up with whatever this crap is that I have. Cold, creeping crud. It's almost all
This way.
gone, though.
Through the cave.
I took a day off from work today. Kind of sucks though, because a few years back they combined we used to have separate sick days and paid time off, but they combined them years back into one pool. But they gave us normal PTO plus I think it's 5. It used to be 5 sick days here.
Watch it.
Okay, well, I'm supposed to follow you. Move.
It's a bit dark.
Afraid?
Are you?
No.
Then I'm not either.
What?
The Wolf King, now do you believe me?
I do. Hide!
Hello.
Boy, you really give him a drubbing.
Drubbing.
Never seen anything like it.
Girl, you can come out now. Come on.
Girl.
You're lucky we came this way. Found someone far less fortunate in the forest.
Yaren, must be. We was returning from Midcops when the brute attacked. I managed to flee, but Yaren...
The little one. No details. You have bandages at home? Some spirit? He laid a claw or two on me, unfortunately.
We can do that.
I've not, miss, but my lord, he's a powerful man. He's sure to help you. Might even reward you for cutting the werewolf down.
Very well. Lead us to your lord.
Lead us to your lord. Did you see that link that I put in the chat with you and Ice Flame about that DLC for Borderlands 2? Wow. You guys haven't eaten in a week. Ah, there's the Baron.
Just who do you think you brought me, man? That's not me daughter.
And the little one?
Neither, damn it! I think I'd know my own child.
Well, might not be yours, the older one, but you've got to admit the likeness. That's downright striking. So,
he just
any
wants the money.
Chance for that reward?
Piss
You'll
off.
not see one fucking copper. Get out before I set my hounds on you. So, stew any good?
Very. Thank you. I'd not eaten in...
Clear to see. I'm pleased you like it. Had them prepare a bath for you once you've eaten. And you could do with some sleep. Gretka in the nook behind the hearth. You in the guest room opposite the kitchen.
Thank you.
Shh. Eat now. We'll speak once you've rested. So I ordered my men to watch her and left her to rest.
And?
She was gone.
Ah, a topic for another time.
The little girl who showed up here with Ciri. What happened to her?
Gretka. She's safe and sound. Helps out in the kitchen. Ciri told me
Do you
of
know
the
what a
girl's
Bergie
parents,
bit is?
What they decided. So I decided not to send the lass home. She's fed here. A roof over a warm corner, she calls her
Google
own.
it.
She wants for nothing.
Chances
What
are it's
happened
not
to
what you
Ciri?
think it is.
I've told you already. A topic for another time.
Oh, I mean, it's not loot or anything like that. It's related to ice.
I need to find her. Understand? I need every last bit of information available.
I understand. But you see, it so happens my wife and daughter are missing as well. I propose an exchange. Find my loved ones, and I shall tell you about the girl you seek. All I know.
Thing is, can I trust you? What guarantees do I have?
None whatsoever.
I'm
Only
a bloody
my
Baron.
word.
Fine, I'll help you. I'll find your family, but then you'll give me every bit of information you have.
You have my word. Guard! This man's under my protection. No one's to bother him in any way. Don't stare, I've not grown horns. Treat it as a token of my good faith.
When do you see them last?
My good fight.
They vanished after the new moon, as if whisked away by shadows.
What do you mean, vanished?
Precisely that. I awoke one morn to find them gone.
You try to search for them?
Sent men out right away, but they're not suited to it. It's one thing to rip up floorboards in search of a peasant's last sack of grain. Finding a living person, they just don't know how. Besides, Velen's naught but swamps and marshy woodland. Plenty of hard-to-find nooks. If you're looking to hide someone, this is the place.
Anything unusual happen before they disappeared? They act differently, do anything strange?
Unusual? No. Well, not long ago, peasants came to complain that a beast had ravaged a woman by the well. Devoured another lass before her. Common occurrences in Velen. And my women, Anna, quiet as a mouse as ever, and Tamara, occupied with her things. Nothing unusual.
Things?
This place. Must be hard to be the only two women here.
This place? What do you mean? They wanted for nothing here. Pheasant for dinner? Not a problem. Blue ribbons from Toussaint? Say the word.
Had your men in mind. Their company. Sure your wife and daughter weren't being harassed?
My men are a horde of whoresons, but they know their place. One of them so much as looked at Anna or Tamara crosswise, I'd cut him down like a dog.
Maybe they were kidnapped. Got any enemies?
None worth mentioning. Worthless little pricks and angry peasants is
Worthless little pricks.
None would dare raise a finger against my family. Any who might have, they've been eating dirt long since.
I'll need to know a lot more than that. Can I see their rooms?
What for?
I need clues. Anything to latch onto.
I'll not let a stranger pore through their belongings.
Want me to find them or not?
I do.
Then let me work.
Fine. But I shall go with you. The doors are locked.
He's got a special Gwent card, as I recall. You have to win it off of him.
When she was a babe, my daughter loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's womp on the other side of the wall?
Harry, no.
You see it there? Oh, what's a trophy? I pity any bastard who's hurt her. I'll flay him alive. Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again. Bedchamber. Tamara's room is there. Try not to make a mess. For their return, I want everything to be as I left it.
We'll do the yellow stuff first, and then we'll come back and get the actual clues. I guess that's it. I guess you've heard about the whole mess with Call of Duty. I don't even know all the details.
Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken.
Oh, somebody jump out the window.
Wall's a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size.
Apparently, whoever it was that was supposed to be doing the next... Because, you know, they've got the 3 different studios that do a Call of Duty every year. I forget whether it was Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer was supposed to do the next one. They're not. Apparently, Treyarch has been deemed the next one to go, and it's going to be a Black Ops 5. And I think it's next year, I think. So they kind of shuffled the deck a little bit. I love that.
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough. What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side.
The dresser.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
Nope. That's what I heard. Yeah, I would Google that just to make sure that it's all
It gets interesting.
correct.
Piece of wood looks
up
like
to
the
date.
stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there. Fight might have happened here. Ought to look for clues.
Oh, claw marks.
Deep nicks. Hit with a heavy object.
One of these days I'll get around to playing the Black Ops. I have the first 3. Have not played any of them.
Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Ervelus. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
Okay, let's go in that room. Make sure there's something else here.
Ploughing hangover.
Incense. And an old key. Wonder what it unlocks. Anise, sandalwood, and something else.
Saffron?
Saffron?
Letter to Tamara. We are more like a family. We support each other and help each other survive tough moments. Grapple with the past, for each of us has a past. So you needn't worry about anyone digging into yours. We've got a rule: never ask more than someone offers on their own. Past doesn't matter to us, only the future does. That and our common fight against evil and depravity, against perverse and loathsome practices of kinds. Hard. Why would I need to? I need to put it there. It's in the floor below.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
kind of false wall. Behind the fireplace.
Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else, though. Spruce wood. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Yeah, see that? Why does that have... I guess that's to blow it out. Right, and then if you blow it out, then it'll change to the Igni sign so you can... light it.
Hi!
Yep. Alright. Fair enough. Oh, boys. That goes outside, as I recall. Oh, hey.
So Ciri was here.
Be for the girl.
A spinning top. Gretka's toy.
Yep. Natural obscurity of
The Natural
curses.
Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Where'd Ciri get this?
Okay. To my dear friends Philip and Anna from Count de Guerve, Minister of Culture for the Kingdom of Temeria, Zima 1265. Whoever thinks curses only ever manifestations of one man, I can't talk, of one being's ill will towards another is sorely mistaken. Shockingly commonplace are reports of curses cast unwittingly on oneself or on objects in one's immediate environment. Consequences of doing so can be difficult to predict. In many cases, they lead to harm or even the death of the person afflicted by the curse or of the person spending time with the object or being on which the curse fell. That is why it is so essential to take preventive. See, it always seems wrong to me to see preventative. To me, it's always been preventive. Preventive measures to safeguard oneself as thoroughly as possible against the casting of curses. It's an absolute minimum Madame Amelia Veracruz Leon recommends. Cleansing oneself of all negative thoughts, striving to be at one with the world, and achieving harmony between body and mind.
A dedication to the Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima.
Okay, that's all of my stuff.
Ciri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
Naked?
Thistle. Shenanacking.
Nannigan?
So you're Gretka?
I am. And you're Geralt.
How do you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Ciri told me about you.
Oh, really? What else did she say?
Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Ciri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day,
Yeah.
and Ciri carved it for me. Such a shame she had to leave.
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did?
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you and a sorceress. But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you. I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
Oh? Friend?
Do you know where Ciri is?
No. One day I brought her breakfast and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did. But he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Ciri left me a gift.
A gift?
Presents?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot. Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Her friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
Oh, the crones of Crookback Bog. We going to the swamps now?
Well, bring out the gimp.
Think the gimp's sleeping?
Well, guess you'll just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
Fireproof. Nice. Wow. Okay, butter knife. If it ain't nailed down. This must be what the key's for. Betcha. And why would it be locked? What is in here? His loot. 50 pounds of loot in here. Okay. Find some dirt on the old man.
An altar. So, the eternal fires made it to Velen.
Family matters. Okay. Alright, we'll do that, I guess. A prayer. Eternal fire which lighteth our heart and giveth us light. Heat us with thy warmth, dry our tears, burn our foes, embrace our friends in thy care. Father, help punish my father, help me fulfill my destiny. Sounds lovely. That Tamara who wrote that didn't like her dad.
My head's finished.
Excuse me, don't mind me. I'm just doing a loot inspection here. I must inspect all the loot. The Geralt of Rivia, loot inspector. everywhere. Right here. Another locked door. Go talk to Mr. Stringer, I presume.
Ploughing hangover.
Done poking around?
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was 4, perhaps 5 winters old. We were in Vizima on market day, and she
Nice
saw
tea.
the sorceress, Triss Merigold.
Triss!
Insisted she must have a doll just like her. Couldn't afford a thing of that sort, so I made the doll with my own hands.
As I remember, Triss looks different.
This is Triss. No offense, but
Not
not
great
great with your hands, are you?
Why don't you take some wooden rags, see what image of a grown woman you can come up with?
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk, don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing, not a one of them.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Ervelus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. Was it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone,
They were
she'd
just in
choose the
Midcopse.
Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies.
Ah.
Just want to ask about the amulet.
Hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Got any vodka? Level up hype. Character entry, the Peller. Okay. Peller. This is often, as is often the case with charmers, diviners, healers, and other such cunning folk of the countryside, the Peller of Blackbow was a man of mystery, around whom circled a great many rumors and legends. Some claimed he could commune with the dead, others that he had a different sort of familiarity with the grave, having put an axe in his father's head in a fit of rage when he was a young man. Still others said he showed an indecent fondness for barnyard animals. All of these rumors aroused the fear and respect of the black backwater peasants of Velen, but most likely did little to discourage them. Let's see. Anna Stringer. Geralt did not meet Anna Stringer, the Boogie Baron's wife, when he visited Gross Perch. Some time before his arrival, this woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances along with her daughter, Tamara. Geralt did, however, give a detailed description of the missing woman. Anna was a comely 40-something woman with green eyes and hair dark as raven wings, kept tied in a tight bun behind her head. The daughter, Tamara, Baron's daughter Tamara, had disappeared with her mother some time before Geralt arrived at Rose Perch. Baron described her as a charming young maid of 19 summers and the apple of his eye. Wondered then that the Lord Rose Perch was desperate to find him. Okay, one thing we need to make sure we do before we leave.
His ploughing been in there an hour already. Must be struggling. What are you doing? My lads fancying outing to find that she-beast.
Been the Smiths last.
We
Fancy a
have the master.
gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered
Sell
ourselves
any
quite a
junk?
collection. Why let such nice things waste away in peasant halls?
Show me what you got.
Good. Have any repair kits? He does not. Oh, he's got a nice went card here. Nausicaa Cavalry Rider. Visit Nilfgaard. This will be a quest of some kind here. Oh, third map. Here. And we've also got Finders, Stamina. Ooh. 320. Yeah, we really don't have anything to sell because we haven't done much to... Oh, Master Repair Kit. Nice. Got plenty of repair kits now. Zombie Killer, thank you for the host. Welcome to the folks from Zombieland. What a great movie, by the way. Love that movie. Oh my God, you killed Bill Murray.
See ya.
Yeah, one of the things I've always wondered is, as far as Streamlabs goes and the alerts, will you get an alert for an auto host, or is that only for hosts that people manually do?
How can I help you?
How can I help you?
Interesting lilt in your voice. You originally from Skellige?
Ardskellig. Spent my whole childhood in Holmstein.
Why'd you leave?
Always had a liking for the smithy. I'd sit there all day taking things in. The heat of the furnace, the smell of the hot steel, the pounding hammers. At 17 winters, my dad told me he could teach me no more. Sent me out there into the world, bid me to hone my craft. A few years on, I had my master crafting papers. Then the war broke out and I landed here.
What are you selling? What's good?
Okay, let's see. He's got, let's see, what do we got? We've got 8. Oh, that's armor. Yeah, we've got plenty of those. We don't need any of those. We're probably okay for repair kits for now. 70 for 3. Be all right for now. We really need any of that stuff.
Take care now.
This is the guy that we want to talk to. Fergus.
How may I assist you?
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets.
Cocaine?
So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite?
Sure, how much would that cost me?
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No, but find someone who can and I'll gladly meet them. Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Torderoch used on Undvik.
Joanna!
Quest!
Told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Torderoch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
These legends mention where the forge might be.
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Okay. Is that
Look
here,
for the
or is
tools
it
next
in
time I'm in
Skellige?
Skellige. Take care now.
Okay, since we haven't been there yet. Okay, let's see. We hit the bounty board. If there's something new, we do need to go talk to the guy about the other thing. Oh, great. Gwent, mandatory conscription. I must come to supplement the Castle Watch with new recruits. Every family must provide one sound man able to bear arms. Any family with no such man under its roof must pay a waiver, silver or goods. Any clever coward thinking to shirk his duty by cutting off his thumb will have both hands chopped off as a lesson and a mark of shame. Tough crowd. Proclamation. May it hereby be known that any man shirking delivery of his feudal duties to the castle will be punished and harshly. Hiding foodstuffs, 50 lashes shall be delivered without mercy or delay, to old and young, men and women alike. Horse races. We haven't heard race horses around here. Anyone wants to join, come talk to me. I'll fill you in on how it works. But I'll tell you right now, you gotta pay an entry fee to race. So if you're skint, fuck off. Gwent. Looking for new Layers. Sharpers, a Gwent playing society based on Crow's Perch, is looking for new members and opponents. Experience preferred, but we will also school a newcomer to the game, but not return any coin lost during training matches. For more information, see the club's chairman, Philip Stringer, known as the Bloody Baron. Fist fights. A man who wants to test his manliness, slugging it out in the ring, come see us and we'll put you to fight the best brawlers around. Smithy, Stanfish Gulper, Fiona, and the Sergeant. Okay, we need to go to find the guy that's got the payment Shrieker contract.
Got eyes on it. Catch mine.
Shit.
Greetings.
I knew he had a name for a reason.
Hear about the cockatrice you folk called a shrieker. Won't be a problem anymore.
What did you call it? A cockatrice?
Yes. Some also call it a scoffin.
Well, whatever ye or they call it, you've earned your reward. Here, all yours.
35. Oh, 76. Nice.
You know, Witcher, folk can say what they will. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Let's grab a save. And the quest we were going to do. Let's see. Family Matters. This one. Let's see if there were any lists. Okay, let's oh, this guy. Okay, we were this is the guy with the goat. He had the goat out in front of his little hut. Princess or whatever the thing's name was, I think.
Hey! Ow! Shrimps are great!
Excuse me, kids. Ram. Goat's gone. You gotta go find the goat.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
Think we need to leave now.
Do we?
You do.
Well, let's go then.
I maxed that out, by the way, already. Igni.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Never remember the name of it. Axie. Igni and Axie are maxed out.
There we go.
Learned that from Mass Effect.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils, who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man, nay, a wolf, grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You've been expecting me, sir?
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
Wife.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Peller don't know. But the spirits could know. The Peller will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits? Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost. Must be found.
Princess.
Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
My goat.
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Can't seriously think I'm gonna chase down your goat.
A Peller without a goat makes for a mute prophet.
Okay, fine.
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell! The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah,
I know.
treacherous
I
as
thought the
beasts
same
go.
thing.
I always keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, I gotta do this like we did the thing that, the lamp that Ciri gave us. What's it? Don't see a bell. But already equipped? It is. Alright, so the wind blew them out.
This way, I think. Another clue. There you are. Come on, let's go see the Peller.
Clara? Where's the beef? Oh, so we do
Should
have
have
to
guessed as
protect it.
much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. This way, Your Grace.
This way, Your Grace.
Where the hell'd you go?
Bear! Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Oh, that was awesome. Run, you stupid piece of shit. Oh, that was awesome.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Princess, flee not from the Peller, for there are wolves about. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back. Will this do?
Big rat. In the middle of the living room.
They are not here. There is blood. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone. The child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was.
No
She
refunds.
miscarried.
Baron didn't
Marcus
mention
is
it.
in charge.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast, only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They
Whoa,
don't tell.
hello.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse.
I don't know if
Never
you've
tried it
seen
myself,
this thing
though.
or not, but it's pretty
I know you
gross.
need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming. That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pella.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Bestiary. More about botchlings. Botchlings. Let's see. Vulnerable against cursed oil. Axie. Saying a botchling's ugly is like saying shit's not particularly tasty. Oh, wait till you see it. You can't say it's a lie, but it doesn't exactly convey the whole truth either. Lambert from the Witcher of the Wolf School. Botchlings are perhaps the most repulsive creatures a Witcher will ever have the displeasure of meeting. Born of dead, unwanted babies, discarded without a proper burial, their appearance is that of a partially decayed fetus. Their unformed flesh twisted with hate, fear, and malice. These hideous creatures feed on the blood of pregnant women, driven by a mad hunger that most often leads to the victim's death. Botchley will emerge from its lair at night to lurk by the bedside of an expectant mother, draining her strength and that of her unborn progeny as she sleeps. The woman thus beleaguered first suffers from troubling dreams, then fever, delirium, and a general weakening of the flesh. After a few such nights, she is enfeebled and unable to defend herself. It is then the botchling attacks directly, sinking its long, sharp fangs through her body and drinking of her blood until mother and fetus perish together. The botchling stands around 1.5 feet in height, but when threatened and if gorged with blood, it can change form. At such time, it grows into a deformed man, hunched over and striding ape-like on its forearms. Stronger and fiercer after this alteration, it hurls itself into direct combat, gnashing as its opponent or attacking them at its opponent or attacking him with sharp claws. The botchling's curse can be lifted by transforming it into a lubberkin, free in spirit of the hearth that watches over the family it never knew and the house it could never call. We will see one of those. Ooh, 5 experience points. Woohoo! Okay, so it said Anna's was updated. Is that what it said? Okay, what does it say? Last paragraph. Geralt discovered that Anna's marital life had not been working out as well as she might have hoped. She had recently been pregnant but lost her child for her own reasons shortly before her disappearance. Mara did hers. Yet it seemed Tamara had finally had enough of the way the Baron treated her mother. Decided to Mayor Roach. Oh.
Slower.
Flee! Quick, no!
Hide! All of you!
Please, quick, no! Nope, this way.
strike.
That's not good.
Who else is racing?
Why is everything on fire? Pardon me, coming through. Coming through.
Ah! People! Castle's on fire! Mercy!
Slaying that horror.
Run!
Run for your lives!
Tottering about again. Don't calm me down.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Looks like rain.
Okay, so...
Damn it. That's smoke. Gotta hurry.
Coming to get you.
Okay, let's... We saved the horsies!
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
Ow!
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Get out of here!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Damn.
Oh, man.
We need to talk.
So they go inside the burning castle?
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I... It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
What happened next?
Next? It only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew. she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Oh, you have no clue, sir.
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Still not sure what to do.
Whatever you decide, we must put an end to my child's suffering.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
This is all some pretty heavy shit here.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets very restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one who wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Don't remember what we ran into along the way.
Specters. Watch the scent attracted them.
Something fierce. Can't hold it. Calm it somehow. Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job.
You
Told
get
you,
to have
gotta
all
bury
the
it under the
fun.
threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. Need to hurry.
On with it. Put up with like a daft eel. I cannot hold it. Something's gonna bite me. Calm it down. It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By by the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Dea, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again. By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
What's that you're muttering?
Fucking shit!
Fucking shit.
You!
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here? Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
That's not gonna work.
Silver.
All right. Okay.
Necrophages had a field day. Should examine that horse carcass. What do we have here? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Bones have been here a while. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. Fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Behind door number 2. Hello. Are they here?
Who's that?
Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy?
Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night, the lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster, said she had to go back, dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up, gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her,
We already
sir.
know that.
Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Oh.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden. And then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded. Said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
All right.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
So where is... Let's grab a save real quick. They're not that far away. guess we don't have a choice but to... We gotta do both. We haven't been here, so we don't have a fast travel to go to. Guess we'll go there. Hold on, Richard. I need to get some some water for this cough. Give me about 5 minutes or so. Take a break. Be right back. All right, back. Sorry about that. Don't like taking breaks that close to quitting time. We've only got about 20 minutes left, but this cough was getting the better of me, so get some more water and a cough drop. Well enough alone, can you? Hey, buddy.
Whoa!
Follows the trail. Full gallop. Not very well.
Go, go.
Fuck off or I'll smash ya.
Aye? Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in
Again?
the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
Won't ever forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Baron Schmarren. I want to grab some present glass, I will. They'll give cocktail like that.
I need a good...
babies.
Well, is he?
Rubble. Rubble everywhere. Pam param, pam pam param.
Witcher, a word, please.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sit.
Love letter. My dearest husband, a brief sigh of relief after reading your last letter. I am so glad you are on the mend after your injury. I know how upset you must be at having to spend the next few weeks in a field hospital, but my heart rejoices you will not be risking your life on the battlefield. Where it grows and grows and grows, can even stand up now. If she holds on to something, though she's still quite unsteady on those chubby little legs. Needs constant minding. Every time I turn my back, she's climbing onto the table and grabbing whatever her little hands can find. Yesterday, she almost poured a bowl of hot soup all over herself. I think you will take on the Miller girl as help, because I'm afraid one day I won't catch Tamara in time. Especially now, when you are gone, and I must look after all our household affairs myself. Dear Philip, I miss you dreadfully and eagerly await your return. Every day I pray to Melitelli for your help and our daughters, our family to be whole once more. I hope this horrible war will end soon. I love you, yours forever, Anna.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No,
but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontar Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one.
Novigrad.
Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Business is business.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Get to play as her again.
That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Aye, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company.
They need to
We're
know
drinking
her
together,
background.
killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Let's say I go about my business. And when there's coin to be earned, I don't readily turn it down.
I've always held, with the world how it is today, lasses ought to know how to fend for themselves.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
You afraid?
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
First official horse race.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop!
Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us!
Go on! Kick it!
Show how it's done!
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Oh, interesting.
Can't help wondering why you made a deal with the Nilfgaardians.
What could I do? Cast myself at them.
Yeah, about the
and
time
die
we
a
got to
hero?
the end of it,
Fuck a hero's
I
death.
didn't realize it was the
Fuck
end because I
death.
had sprinted the entire
Rather
way.
live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember it. Temeria is no more. There's naught left to betray.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison doesn't look that strong.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon. Black ones will flood this land, take control before long. Sure as we've all got arseholes, they will.
How'd you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start. Soon after, we lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters or merely broken men, joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the Perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title. All talk of a self-proclaimed baron will cease.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
Okay. We got this will be the last thing
Ever
we do
play Gwent?
for the night.
And what's more, I usually win. If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay
Yeah, I knew
me,
he had a
and I'll give you one of
some
my
kind of unique card. He'll probably wipe
cards.
the floor with me.
How's that for enticement?
Let's lay him down.
Let's lay him down. Yeah, see, I don't. This is the only one I have enough cards to even play with. See, I don't even know what does this part mean. Choose a card to redraw. 0 of 2. Am I getting rid of the 2 cards that I pick? Is that what it means? I guess so. Alright. He'll probably cream me. It's alright. have any for close combat. Wrote that down. Alright. Let's do another close combat, so hopefully he won't. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not? Shit, I didn't read the card. Alright. I don't have a lot. I got a little bit more than I had. Throw something out there small and see what he does. All right. He's gonna win because he's got more cards than I do. Yeah, see, this is not gonna do me any good because I'll get nothing out of it. Yeah, see. Does about the only choice I have. Yeah. Didn't have enough cards.
You're not complete shite.
Oh,
but
thank you.
really should work on your technique. Stop by again sometime. We'll play another round.
Play another round. Yeah. Even the music that plays in the background while you're playing Gwent, yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and save here. It's a good stopping point, and we're over by a few minutes, but that's okay. Alright, let's see. Let's see who we got on right now. Refresh the page. This epic tonight looks like she's crocheting, so we'll give her a host. That's gonna be it for the night. Thank you all very much for hanging out. So we're gonna host Miss Epic here in a second. I'm gonna do my normal shutdown from here. So here she is. We'll be here at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and we'll continue from right here in the Baron's office. I'll see you tomorrow.